Good morning everyone. Well, it is Friday, it's the final day of the working week, although it's university, so that doesn't really mean much. It's actually 11 o'clock already. I was in bed until about 9:30, just had a nice wee lie-in, intentionally this time rather than accidentally. What I didn't need though, before my 10 AM session listening to the final transferable skills talks for my group, was my computer to not turn on. I did miss the first minute of it, but no, the talks were good. We had a talk from one of my group members on the remnant left behind by Supernova 1987A, and another talk from a friend of mine in the group on the phosphine detection in Venus's atmosphere, which is really cool. The only problem with that is that my talk ended saying that we should be looking to Enceladus, Uranus and Neptune for life. Venus, it really is trying to tempt us away from that. So it's now 11 o'clock, I have an hour to do some work in at the minute until I have a meeting at 12. So I've got to work through the notes from week 4 and week 5, so this is week 7, there was no classes in week 6. I then need to do this week's lectures. We actually need to do the first 2 for the test, but I'm going to do the first 2 bits of this week's content for that, but I'll probably just do it all, because I don't want to get behind. And then I'm going to do some research for the Halloween video. Anyway, it is 11:05. I've got about 55 minutes, about 50 minutes to do some work because the meeting's over lunch, but we have been told that there is no problem eating your lunch in the meeting. So that's what I'm going to do. I need to get some work done, so obligatory study montage. Go. Okay, so I'm just out of my meeting just now. I've put the camera on the tripod because it's heavy to hold out at arm's length for ages. I completely got the time wrong. I said it was 12 till 1, it was 1 till 2. So I got a bit more work done before the meeting. It's now just after 2 o'clock and I'm going to be doing a bit more quantum mechanics. We've had the obligatory study montage, so I'm not going to film more of that. As far as the rest of the day goes, it's going to be quantum mechanics for a bit, going through week 4's notes, well, finishing off going through week 4's notes. I'm nearly done on them. Week 5 notes is another thing I've got to do, and then hopefully get through the lectures. After that, I'm not really sure. I might try and do some computational physics, because Comp Phys is, well, it's a rather time-consuming module. I mentioned in Monday or Tuesday's vlog, can't really remember, that since the last time I was vlogging, like the last week I was vlogging, so Pressures Week, I was elected as a class rep. Now, what that means is that I am the student representative for Junior Honours Astro, and I said that all on Monday. But what does that actually mean? Well, it means a few things. Firstly, it means that I sit on the Student Staff Council, which is essentially a feedback meeting that we have with the academic staff in the school. Now you might be wondering why that's important, why do we not just submit forms and stuff? And it's so we can have a discussion. And it's an informal discussion. I mean, it is chaired, so it's kind of a formal discussion, but it's very much an open forum. We collect information from our constituents, basically our classmates, on how they think that stuff's going in given modules, in the year in general, their workload, especially. This is an important year for it though, because of the pandemic. We then feed that back to the staff in the Student Staff Council. We also speak directly to module coordinators, who are the people who run the given modules. There's a different one for every single module, who we go and speak to with concerns specific to the module, whereas SSC tends to deal with the sort of wide-ranging issues, like things this semester like dual delivery, doing some stuff in person, some stuff online, everyone having a different level of in-person teaching, and every year having different stuff in person and online, and some modules just not running this semester. But overall, and you might, now I feel like I certainly had this feeling before I became a class rep, was that Student Staff Council didn't actually do that much, whereas it really does. I feel like what it does can a lot of the time get lost in just decisions from faculty. So the School of Physics, like the head of school or the director of teaching, they might send out an email that says, this is what it's going to be for the semester. and you don't get the whole communication of this was decided based on feedback from staff and students at the Student Staff Council, or that sort of thing. Another important thing that we do when we speak to module coordinators is a lot of the time there can be issues that can't be fixed for this year. Sometimes there'll be stuff that's like very minor, like, hey, can we get notes put in dyslexic friendly font? That one's a really easy fix, it takes like 5 minutes. Whereas something as major as, hey, we don't feel like this part of the course is being taught in an effective way, that's much harder to fix, and a lot of the time it can't be fixed for us, but it can be fixed for the next generation of students to take this module. So that's kind of what my role is as class rep. I get feedback, I report back, and it's trying to find not only problems but solutions to the problems. And I've got to say, I'm really lucky that I work in a school that is so welcoming to feedback. Like, they actually care. Anyway, it is currently 2:10. I have spent 5 minutes pontificating to the camera. I'm gonna go and do a bit more work. Okay, so it's now about 5:50. I got a decent amount of work done. I didn't get as much work done as I wanted. Actually, I got about half as much work done as I wanted. But I have done some work. So I got through the week 4 notes. I'll do some week 5 stuff tomorrow probably. And I did the first half of this week's lectures, which is, to be fair, the stuff that is going to be in the class test. I've also researched and written the script for tomorrow's, for the Vampire Stars video, which will actually be live by the time this vlog goes out. This evening, I think, I'm still going to have dinner, but Fizz Soccer running a sort of online social, have a chat with people sort of thing. So I'm probably going to go to that, and then I'll have to record the Vampire Stars video. Good morning everyone, you join me on Saturday morning at the breakfast table. It's about 9:30, so I'm going to have a breakfast, then I'm going to edit the Vampire Stars video, try and get that done relatively quickly. It's not going to be a long video, so hopefully it should be fine. And then I'm going to have to start working on Quantum. I have a lot of work to do on Quantum. Weekends aren't really a break at uni. Also, if it feels like I'm endlessly talking about having to go and do an edit or do Quantum, that is basically my life at the minute. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm going to be keeping up daily vlogging, because daily vlogging takes up a lot of time. And like, I mean more than vlogging an entire week would. Because if you're vlogging an entire week, then realistically you're going to use less, you're going to record less in a given day. And or maybe just record more and just cut out a lot more, and the cutting process doesn't actually take that long. It's adding stuff, it's deciding what speed you're going to play montage clips at, it's colour grading, it's adding in music, it's adjusting audio levels. That's what takes the time in the edit. Cutting stuff out doesn't take long. But yeah, go watch the Vampire Stars video, it'll be out by the time this one's out. Also it's 31st of October today, so happy Halloween. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are getting really bored of these study montages by this point in the week. So what I'm going to do instead is a editing montage. Okay, so I have spent the morning doing, well, the editing bit that you just saw, and also doing some studying for quantum mechanics. I've gone through my notes on the one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator, which included this lovely, massive derivation thing of Hermite's equation, which is, I mean, I'm not entirely sure, I don't really know what we use it for. I mean, I know it's used in the one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator. Yeah, it's something to do with the eigenstates for that. Anyway, it is now 1:25, and I'm going to go and get some lunch. I'm going to take a wee bit of a break from the quantum, because although I feel like I'm starting to understand some of it, I'm not understanding all of it, and it still hurts my head. Okay, so it's now about 3:30. I've not done any more work since I last said anything, but I did have my lunch and called my mum, because you should always call your parents. It's good. They do miss you when you're at uni. I really need to do more work. A lot more quantum mechanics to go. Have a look and see what I've actually got left on my to-do list for today. Cool. I have got I've got to go through the notes from this week's lectures, and I want to redo the tutorial sheet 1 and 2, so that's earlier parts of the course, to consolidate some knowledge and try and apply it. And then I need to do some computational physics because I've not finished that yet. Yeah, that's everything else that's left for today. It's currently 4:30. Hopefully I can get through most of this stuff by 6. Maybe? I don't really want to work into the evening because that's... ugh. Yeah, I don't like working late into the evening if I can avoid it. I'd rather do other stuff into the evening, like play video games or edit. Also, I think I did make a decision on my camera lens that I'm going to get. I want to get something basically the same focal range as this kit lens that I'm using at the minute, but that has a wider aperture, so I don't have to have the ISO quite as high, which will, I mean, yeah, it'll make the background a bit blurrier, but that's not really a problem. What I need is to be able to drop the ISO a bit, because that's what's causing most of the noise in this image. I need to do some work, so I'm going to crack on with this quantum mechanics, and then catch up with you probably about tea time. Unless I get distracted, in which case I may be back sooner. Okay, so it's now about 8:15. I did a bit of work this afternoon, and I then had dinner, and now I'm not doing any more quantum today. I uploaded the Vampire Stars video, so that'll be up already. And now I'm playing Crusader Kings 3, because I don't want to do any more work tonight, and it's a fun game. Anyway, I'm gonna play a game now for a bit, and then go to sleep because I've got to do more quantum in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It's 20 to 12 on Sunday, and yeah, I slept in again. Probably shouldn't have stayed up quite so late watching YouTube. Anyway, I'm gonna have to spend most of the afternoon working on studying for the quantum test, which is on Tuesday, and I am really kind of stressed about this test, and to be honest, you may be wondering, why am I so stressed about a test that is not for another, well, almost 48 hours? Okay, so let's explain this with a whiteboard. This module is Quantum Mechanics 1, also known as PH 3061 in St Andrews. We're going to assume that this big circle is everything in the course. Okay, so the course is split into about 10 different parts. Now, I'm going to put a purple squiggly line around everything that is in the class test, which is on Tuesday. Now, I've not coloured right round past 6 because it only goes up to about 2/3 of the way through the lecture series part 6, to Tuesday's lecture of this week. So that's what's in the class test. Now, what do I feel like I actually understand? Okay, well that is not as much. I feel like I'm pretty good on this section because it's not too hard. And I feel like I'm not too bad on section 4, operators. I'm kind of okay on 5, the one-dimensional quantum harmonic oscillator. And I'm also kind of okay on 3, because I sort of understand the infinite square well. However, energy eigenvalue equations and wave packets, those are still a bit of a mystery. I feel like I get them a little, but not really enough to do a test on them. I've still got quite a bit of work to do. And, although I feel like I understand some of these, being able to apply those to actual questions is an entirely different matter. Also, this test is why this vlog is not out until Monday. Okay, so I've just had my lunch, and what I'm going to do now is do some laundry. I need to change my bed covers, so I'm going to take them off the bed. I'm going to try and put a new set on. That's going to be hilarious. Then I'm going to go back to doing either quantum or comp phys. That's the plan. See, now that was the easy bit. Now we're going to put everything back on. Now, I was recently watching a vlog, an old vlog admittedly, by Dr. Simon Clark. So, if he's watching, this is how you make a bed. This is how you put a duvet in a duvet cover. Okay, while not my most elegant work, still significantly better than climbing inside the duvet cover. JK, Sam, love your vlogs, but still. Seriously. Also, if you are wondering why I keep sleeping in, it's because of this. I have a memory foam pillow, and it's so soft. And it's why I keep sleeping in, because it's too comfy. First world problems, right? Okay, so it's just early evening on Sunday. I'm gonna call the vlog here because I'm gonna go and edit and hopefully get this video uploaded tomorrow. Well, for release tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed the vlogs this week. I will be doing more in future, although not next week because I can't vlog everything. I have, for example, a degree to do. But I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. If you did, hit a like. If you haven't watched any of the other ones, then go check those out. There's a link to the vlog playlist in the description below. In the meantime though, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos, and if you're looking for something else to watch, then go check out the Halloween video, Vampire Stars. It'll be in the top right hand corner. Until next time though, I've been Thomas, this has been Inversion Science, and I'll see you later.